Even comes with beds. Wow. It even comes with beds. Okay. May. We've been situated in this old visitor center for a few months now. We've managed to keep our heads low from any unwanted parties. Seems we aren't the only ones that have set up shop in Shenandoah. And I don't mean the ghosts of the park rangers that people claim sneaks around in the tunnels here at night. A few of us want to explore the western side of the park, but the wildlife around here is too dangerous for long treks. These giant birds could make quick work of us if we're not careful. Giant birds. Okay. Archie and his kid came hobbling around after today with William's toe in a rag. Dumb kid had been playing around with his gun again, thinks himself some kind of post-apocalyptic cowboy. Seems reality bit him real good in the form of a bullet in the foot. Because that's what you get when you insist on using a crusty old revolver. Got him patched up about the toe, couldn't be saved. Archie joked about making it into a pendant like a rabbit's foot, and I don't think his son was too happy about it. Skirving and Redwood were out on a scavenging mission out near Watoga when they caught in the crossfire between some kind of ghouls and those big mutants. Skirving said the ghouls looked messed up and had some kind of huge bat-like creature helping them. Skirving described that it would burp up green gases, killing anything that got caught in it. Hendricks breathed in some of the gas. By the time he got back, he was practically dead. Within a few hours, he was hissing, trying to choke the life out of me. I reached for the closest thing I could and plunged it into his eye, i.e. the Stimpack. We thought Doc was hit bad, but at least it was quick. Whatever happened here after the war, it can't have been good, and I fear for the worst if it begins to spread outwards. Some kind of explosion or earthquake, unsure if nuclear, has caused a nearby hillside to collapse, and now there's some kind of red storm in the sky. The Empoli building was caught in the collapse, but we decided it is no longer safe. We're going to try heading north. I gotta make sure you're dead. Okay, I'm good. I'm right there! Wait, what? Only visitor... What was it? Only visitor center shelter key can unlock. How the fuck do I get the shelter key? Big Homeboy doesn't have it, or that I know of, so... Okay, never mind. Let's leave. Okay, dude, you're weird. Okay, let's proceed down. Hmm? You okay here, buddy? Oh, a kitty! Meow!
Get away! Oh,
Who are you? What
I'm
happened to you?
Craig from Foundation. and I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here, and didn't make it far down the road before we got jumped.
I'm actually headed further into the storm myself.
Serious? Did you? Actually, as you head down Skyline Drive, could you...
Sure.
A trail, a body, personal effects, anything I could use to find them or report back to Foundation. Not asking you to do much, just to drop a flare nearby. I can...
Okay. Sure, keep an eye out.
Thank you so much. Anyway, just take the flares. If you happen upon anything or anyone, just drop one. And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while.
Cool.
And watch out for those things.
Okay. Alright. Hi, baby. Hi, little kitty. Hello, little kitty. Ranger Haley's terminal. Monthly report. Monthly report. We have 8 trips from schools across the street. A new record from the park. This is Ranger Haley Matthews. We're going out of the way to make sure the kids have a great time. We've had fewer man-made fires in the park than ever before, and I like to believe that has to do with our outreach program. The future of the park is looking bright. Message from Chief Pilker. Afternoon, Emma. There have been increased reports of antisocial behavior on the Red Trail this week. Can you send someone to check and make sure nobody's causing trouble? We'll probably want to be checking every hour or two. If you're busy, let me know and I'll go down there myself. Thanks, Chief Pilker. Okay. Who's this? Stash box here. Oh. Oh. Harvester risks? Come on, still to be given the opportunity to see when a mechanicians come to life. I'm starting to freaking concerned about the lack of safety at first. You want to play the show. The city is silver, wiring, wood. Forgive me. There's long-term risk. Silver tarnishes far quicker than copper, and this becomes more unstable with use. The tarnish wire eventually causes more resistance and heat, putting into your destruction temperature. Who knows how long the machines can last without regular wire for a year, maybe 2. Speaking of the heat generation, my second concern is that the venting chambers in the control bunker, they exceptionally or orthodox. Why would empty, unshielded rooms around the batteries and the heat extraction process are designed to direct the heat to the ground? Those venting rooms are dangerous and should have the absolute minimum of human interaction, in my opinion. I was taken back with overseer's insistence we use his old colleague's cooling design rather than my original one. Not that anyone else seems to share my misgivings, of course. The overseer wanted the most efficient machines possible and spared no expense, yet gave no thought of any of these concerns when I pressed the matter. I was told a method of testing and disrupting the results of the machine could be of vital importance in the future. A machine they would not let me look at, mind you. Precious Audrey continues to receive special treatment while the minds of my ilk are put to use on busy work. I also heard something about the obfuscation, which would lead me to believe their pathetic attempts to disguise the place as a regular power station has actually had some thought behind it. Whoever thought this would be passable should be put in one of those chambers during the next test run. Okay. Notes on lightning harvesters. As the mind responsible for the prototype, I feel it would be remiss of me to leave the workings behind these wonders, conjectures, and mysteries, so I've taken the liberty of writing a high-level overview of how this lightning harvester works. Assuming all internal systems are normal and operational, initially the harvester's boot protocol will start the storm disruption process. During a cycle of heating and cooling, water droplets in the atmosphere become larger, inevitably rubbing against one another, which causes friction and generates electricity. The harvester supplements this by discharging small amounts of electricity using reserves kept from the last cycle. This should lead to an increase in lightning strikes in the area, likely in a spectacular but dangerous fashion. The harvesters, however, are designed to be struck by lightning. When this happens, they retain the charge from the lightning strike and store its energy in custom silver-cord batteries reservoirs built into the base of the harvester. Alternatively, needed, the machine can be set to send electricity directly back towards the vault's various research departments. Once sufficient energy has been gathered, the storm disruption cycle can be activated. Okay. a lot of them. That's a grenade. What's going on here? Why do they keep spawning? Don't talk to me, but tell me where you're hiding. Whoa, they are all over there. What the fuck? There's so many of them. What's going on here? These things are fucking freaky. Oh, shit. Okay, that's all of them. I'm guessing. Oh, nope. Tell you what, if you need laser guns, this is the place to come, because Jesus Christ. Okay, what is this place? Where are they coming from? Let's continue to look around. If they keep spawning, I'm just gonna leave them alone and just leave. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, these guys are mad weird. Let's get the hell out of here. Says there's an event here, but it's not activating. Help. It says help. What am I helping with? Damn, I feel kinda bad. I'm sorry. Hello, fly me. Makeout point. Alright, Makeout point. What are we doing at Makeout point? Family-friendly recreational activities is what we're doing. Date night. Hey son, I heard you got yourself a date with old Leroy's daughter. Have a blast, kid. You can take my truck. Just drive it slow. I don't want you scratching the paint on the thing. I'm gonna be at the bar if you need me. Hope it goes good for you. Dad. Yeah, it went okay. Examine. We found a dead settler slumped over a fence, likely one of Craig's group. Blood is pooled around him from a head wound. Looking closely, he died of a single bullet to the back of the head, leaving a blood trail off the cliff. Alright. Propaganda leaflet? Learn the truth about America. Come to Camp Liberty. Join the cause and rebuild the world together. Camp Liberty. Where are you at, Camp Liberty? Oh, down there. Alright, we're gonna go check you out. C+S. Heart. Ranger stash. Cool. G+S. Wait, G+S and C+S. D and J. I knew there was gonna be something up top. Nice camo sleeping bag, bud. Alright, let's continue. Ballpoint hammer. Ooh. Do I want to assume? Do I want to assume something was going to happen? That's the question. Let's keep going. Caution, falling rocks. Alright, let's see what we can get into. Whoa! These are the new enemies. Little turkeys. Come here, turkey! Come here, turkey! Giddy up, buttercup body. There's just intestines everywhere. Neat. I don't think intestines are supposed to be here. I think that was just a Bethesda bug. But nonetheless, I will take it. I'm sorry, Possum, you died. Okay, so now we know there are thrashers. Place that here, just in case. SOS. Save our souls in this case? Please help. You found a dead settler, likely one of Craig's group. From the blood and injuries, looked like the lost tore into him. Judging from the blood trail, he must have been gravely injured further down the tunnel. I can't. What was that? Okay. Been walking for days and miles is getting on everyone's nerves. The guy just doesn't know when to let things go, I swear. When those dogs chase us back there. If anything, you should be thinking about taking a blast of things out. To be expected, I suppose. We're all on the edge since we stepped in Shenandoah with that freaky storm looming at the center. Craig keeps pushing us toward that manor just under the eye of the storm, but I got a bad feeling about this. It's bad news all day. Craig, you flying bitch! You set them up. You did this, Craig. This is your fault. You are responsible for your friend's death. How does that make you feel? Let's keep going. Damn. Let's go. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I don't have any disease cures. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. Sorry, guys. Doesn't look fun at all. Private property, trespassing. Visitor center. Okay, let's trespass. Fuck it. Whoa! This is spooky. And there's Lost in here. Cool beans, just what I wanted. Let me just put my stuff away. Examine. Reception 12. You found a pool of blood surrounded by the lost fallen in battle. Someone must have taken the last stand here, likely one of Crit's group. On closer inspection, they took a cloth and they were chased from the bear. No drag marks, so they may have survived. I just got here, leave me alone. This is spooky. What'd I get? Shenandoah Park sign. Let's just keep going. We're fine. Nothing's spooky at all. Dark Hollow Manor. That was something invisible. What the fuck? What the fuck are you? Okay, well, you're down. So fuck you. I know my eyes work. Why can't I see? This is creepy. That door's blocked. Okay, it looks like the only way to go is this way. Oh shit. So let's go. Creepy.
Calling mysterious stranger. Hello? Anyone there yet? Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello?
I'm here.
Anybody?
I'm here. Okay, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. I was getting worried. So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. All of the Lost were once members of the vault and should have authorization.
Okay.
You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy.
Okay, I just murdered two of them. Okay, get a hand. Wait, a
That's
hand?
Right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set.
Okay.
Just scan the hand once you've got it. Time's a ticking. Anyway, I gotta run.
Retrieve a hand from the Lost. from a lost corpse. That's right there. Oh, here we go. Cool. I took off his hand, and now it's mine. That's gross. Alright, let's go.
Oh, good, you're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough.
No, I'm not lost. I'm not one of those things, no.
Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway,
Cool.
like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
What? Wait, don't... Can I ask you some more questions? Or are you actually just gonna run? Damn, you're actually just gonna run. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Oh!
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, you know...
Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you, and do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us?
I have no intention to right now. I guess that depends. Feels like I've been pulled into a trap.
My niece can be a bit forceful when she finds a carrot to chase.
Okay.
You have my word, though. You haven't chased your carrot into a trap.
Okay. Then I have no reason to fight.
Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You are a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I don't like the way you're talking it. That's right, I'm from Vault 76.
Wunderbar. Kismet, even. We are having fun now, aren't we?
You're
Listen,
being
my
weird,
friend.
Stolz.
Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort.
Something tells me there's a catch.
No catch. Just opportunity. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind.
Sure, I'm a natural, that kind of thing.
Fantastic.
A mercenary.
I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stoltz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stoltz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall
Vault-Tech's
international
board of
man
directors,
mystery.
okay.
Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside
consultant.
Yes,
Okay.
that'll do perfectly.
It's looking a little fishy, and I'm not liking it. Happy to be on board,
Oh,
Mr.
please.
Stolz.
Hugo is just fine. No, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help you answer much.
Okay. Let me
Speak
know.
with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it.
Gotcha. Fine. I'll do my best, Hugo.
You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
Ooh, I can just take stuff. Cool. But I have no need to right now.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
What would Cassie do?
Press release. For 50 years, Stoll's Industries have been a proud leader in export management and shining beacon of international brand intermediary constellation. America's greatest brands and products have found their way to shelves abroad thanks to the exceptional business-minded leadership of Mr. Hugo Stolz and his beloved business partner, Mrs. Cassidy Stolz. The duo is pleased to announce a permanent residency in the industry as part of the larger effort for the Oh, okay. So Hugo and I are delighted to join you for dinner last week. Hugo's not being able to stop gushing about the ideas we shared our current projects.
Since we had a good community gathering.
He wants me to tell you that he finds these types of visionary pursuits to be a true inspiration to him, especially as he seeks a spot on the board. That aside, you should know that Hugo and I have very little patience for games. Shunning dear old deaths from the invite list was quite the foul pass. Thinking of the things we can do if we only put our minds together. As you may have heard, our sights have recently set west with... He was asking me not to continue. I suppose Calvert angered him more than I thought. Brian, thank you for raising your concerns with Hugo and I the other evening. We agreed that specific raised during the town hall meeting were too vague to quash all fears in these trying times. We will speak with our lawyers about the follow-up meeting for you and other members of the Dark Hollow Falls community. As a token of gratitude, and myself have hired movers and trucks 80 run on the day of the big move, so we'll be safely. Okay. Our families share a rich history together, and we cannot thank you enough for your insight and connection to this great park you call a home, despite eminent domain's best efforts, no less. We pledge a spot in our coming vault to you and the other families should the worst come to pass. We recommend you not see this as giving up your homes, but rather giving us remodel them for a certain future. Not be legally binding. Damn, so they told him to pretty much kick rocks. Okay.
Oberlin is swamped lately, especially after the last scout run. It's no wonder things are starting to fall apart.
And a rosary letter? My beloved Cassie, with you I never feel far from home. You enrich my life in ways I never thought possible. You become my better half, my sight, my lover. We together point to each manifestation, or as they would say here, you are my partner in crime. A life without you would be terribly dull, and I would never want to miss you. My treasure, these have been the best years of my life. Each Leibdish, Dine Hugo. Cassidy, my dear friend, I am forever grateful for the chance to spend my work at the New Orleans Museum of Art, largely thanks to your generous donation, which is funded. It's difficult to suffer to my pieces, as you know, and we don't ever feel you have to be shipped to me, but my family. As I am able to find them myself here in the States. The exhibition opens in 2 weeks, and it would be an honor if you could attend the opening ceremony to see my art, give me a chance to express my gratitude in person.
Is this a bad time to wonder if I left the weapon test running after my last shift?
Okay.
What would Cassie do?
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm?
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? There's a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened. Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing. It's a shame. How's it going out there? Busy? Harris? It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. It's...
Ruben's fantasy. And then Mr. Stoltz would come into his office and say, Ruben, I've been watching you for a while now. I've seen the hard work, persistence, and dedication you put into work. No one else in this vault puts in as much effort as you. That's why I'm stepping down from my position and I'm making you head of the company instead. And I'd say, no, Mr. Stoltz, it's okay. You don't have to do that for me. And he'd say, no, I insist. You're the best man for the job, and I think you'd run this place better than I do. And I'd say, oh, Mr. Stoltz, what a kind offer, but I couldn't possibly accept. And he'd say, no, I insist, and I want you to have all my millions, too, and I'm going to take your job in the laundry room. And then I'd say, well, thank you, Hugo. Now that you mentioned it, maybe I am the best man for the job. Now go do my laundry and be quick about it. Yeah, that would be nice. One day, maybe.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing but when we go back to the surface. Nobody wants to know us because of our... Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it. Looking for someone. The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
What are you planning, Stoltz?
Oh, so nobody likes Stoltz either. Security Incident 382. R. Barnes and L. Peters are discovered while engaged in physical confrontation in the communal area of the atrium. The fight was broken up quickly as security were dispatched to both. It seems they were arguing over a piece of food going missing. Mark proceeded to throw the first punch, hitting Peters square in the jaw, sparking his altercation. The second floor counts first for landing on the coffee table below.
As if things weren't bad enough. Now I have
Both
to keep
parties
an eye
were
on
taken
an
to the clinic to be
outsider.
checked by the doctor. Barnes is going to be moved to another floor of the vault. Receiving anger management therapy. Peters will be made to clean up the mess they made in the communal area. Both of these individuals will be good recruits for the security team in the near future. Keeps their names on the file. Okay. The jail.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Improperly removed from the meteorology sector. Why did I just take damage? Coincidentally, both Ignatius and Marks have gone missing. I'm going to assume Icky is aiming for an early retirement plan, probably to trade it for biocams from outsiders up north. I believe Marks has often pursued the least likely to succeed in nepotism case, though the possibility that they're collaborating cannot be ruled out. I hope she returns safely. Had to break the rookies. Barnes and Peters apart again today. They're both still harboring grudges about the first scrap over rations of all things. You'd think the free share from joining the guards would lower the tension, but we had to keep pulling them apart. Selfish, both of them. There's no room for this crap in such an enclosed space. Vault morale is going to suffer. I'll put them both at the top of the list for surface detail. Old army trick. Force them to cover each other's asses in live combat. Should get them to bury the hatchet, and maybe buy the vault a few minutes of peace while they're gone. Okay? Security report. 5 days since the accident. Took a few days of hard fighting, but we've managed to secure all entrances to the atrium for now. It's looking more and more likely that we're the only ones left. I suppose that makes sense, as atrium was only the part of the vault ever completed on schedule. Everyone else is... I don't know how to even explain it. It's not as though they've gone feral. It's something entirely different. It's like they're in there somewhere terrified, engaged, lost. Everyone but Mr. and Mrs. Stoltz, that is. They returned a day or so after the incident, and I have no further comment in that regard. As for the rest, the plan is to try pushing them toward lockdown portions of the tram tunnels. God willing, we may be able to return to other sectors of the vault in due time. Okay.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse?
Been expecting you.
Let's talk to Homeboy.
James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider?
I fought those things called the Lost, and it caught Hilda's attention.
You were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful.
Homie is beefy.
Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you can fill me in on your history.
Okay. Corporal Major Private Bootlicker, U.S. Marine Corps, ready to serve.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back.
I'm the one who's here to solve all your problems.
You do seem fit to fight, at least. But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. I've already been made aware that you're... Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival. Sorry for the test, but I wanted to see. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz.
I'm all set. Thank you, sir. Situation report
We felt
S487.
the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
Oberlin report S487. Internal issues. As well as the concerns raised previously, there have been several new complaints that have been added to the list. We're doing what we can, but we're having to prioritize and we're spread thin. External issues. Scouts report the storm is growing. The eye of the storm seems to be above the manor. Land outside the manor seems to be severely damaged. Unsure if it's the storm or something else that caused it. Strange things are happening to the flora outside. The area around the manor is effectively a dead zone. Areas nearby seem to be corrupted. Other issues. An alarm was tripped in one of the locked-off sections and was cut shortly after. Doesn't seem like it was the loss that tripped it. Monitoring the situation. Oberlin, out.
Okay.
Ah, you've returned.
I've got the report from Oberlin.
Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Tell me, are we our brains?
Yeah, if we observe and process the world through it, yeah, we are just our brains.
Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface?
Oh, you're gonna give me existential fucking...
Perception, encoding and the formation of memories. We take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
Millions. It's a fascinating subject, but why bring this up now? Yeah, why? What's going on?
Of course. We've only just met. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded... Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives. Just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
Okay. Based on the lost behavior, there must be more to this than your blindness. Yeah.
A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others.
That's what it seems like.
Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring.
Proximity to what?
All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us.
Okay. What makes me so uniquely equipped?
Do not sell yourself short. You are clearly skilled in combat, seasoned by the world above, and knowledgeable on vaults. You're going to face a variety of challenges in future tasks, but I'm confident we found the person for the job.
Okay. I'm here to help you. Just tell me what's next.
Thank you. That truly means the world to me.
Sure.
Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund.
Mein Freund. Sure. I'm gonna go talk to Oberlin. I trust him more than I trust you.
They felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.
Volt 63 burnt jumpsuit. That's gross.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is... Make it quick.
Ah, fuck you. Okay, so what needs
We've
doing?
been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse. But tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. We could start there.
Okay, got it. What's the first
There
on
are
the list?
3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down.
We got us.
They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. In the meantime, have other...
Okay, housekeeper for hire.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. Don't you be starting to change. We got us. There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
Smell something weird?
Hey, what's up,
Ooh,
Margaret?
stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here?
Oberlin made to help. He said you had some tasks for me?
Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. We must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out in case one of the lost are in there.
Okay.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in huge rats. Last time I was on a food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And,
Okay.
someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably lost his mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Tell me more about Alfie.
Alfie was a good guy. Had a tendency to overdo things, though.
Remember when he skipped work because he wanted to find out if we could still get hangovers after the change?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to take over his shift the next day, that bastard.
His apartment is in the lower levels. The key is still down there. Somewhere. Is there anything else?
Yeah, why do you think they're lost in the generator
We're
room?
just guessing, to be honest. Hard to tell why the Lost do anything they do.
We've been hearing whispers and pops like static electricity, which is pretty much exactly what the Lost sound like. We also know what happens when you get too close. They'd kill us as soon as you'd squash a bug.
Okay.
That's if they don't turn us into one of them first. There's too few of us left now to take a risk like that, but you look very capable.
Right.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, motherfucker. You having trouble with a few rad rats in your story?
Rad rats? We'll need to make a note of all these new terms outsiders use.
Since the earthquake, we've been experiencing more and more of the wasteland's wonders. And we're not exterminators, much less seasoned fighters. That's why we put in a security request to deal with it.
Been left like that for so long. They've probably multiplied by now.
Is there anything else?
I'll see what I can do.
You can get to the lower. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck, and thank you.
Good luck down there, and,
You need something?
Smell something weird?
The new animals up there.
Sure.
Any of them good?
Let's go see what, what's going on down in the lower levels. Ooh, spooky. Alfie's room keycard. Okay, well I got his keycard already. Alfie, buddy. Hello, Alfie. Are you okay, Alfie? Oh, Alfie. Sorry, bud. Oh, man. He left a journal. I'm probably gonna read something very sad. It's gonna make me depressed that I get to murder him. December 4th, 2080 something or other. It's been a while since Mom dropped, but life in the vault is still pretty crummy. None of us have completely escaped this radiation malarkey, that's for sure. Perhaps old Stoles had kept his ego on a leash just for once and built a vault that was actually finished on time. We would have been in this damned mess. Instead, he paid up to the clock, making this underground palace, and now we're the ones who have to pay for the price. Wouldn't it have been so crazy to make sure that we're in the vault when the bombs dropped and not installing some crappy gutters? March 15th, probably. Things didn't improve much, and most folks have gotten sick one way or another, but hey, at least we're alive, right? Even if we do look like shriveled raisins. Ha! A lot of us have lost our hair, and some sad saps have even lost facial features. I ain't so worried about it, though. Hair or no hair, I'll still be a handsome devil. April 1st, I've got a brilliant idea. Lawrence was running his mouth as usual about his college days and how many beers he could drink in 10 minutes. Well, I've challenged him out on it. How hard can it be to drink 7 beers in 10 minutes? Oh. Since all this weird radiation stuff, I probably won't even feel it, right? May? These last few days I've been feeling strange. I keep having outbursts and I'm afraid of lashing out at others. I'm not sure if it's the effects from the damned radiation or if it's because we've been cooped up here for so long. Either way, I don't want to risk hurting anyone else, so I've asked Margaret and the others to lock me in my room. Permanently. And I had whiskey in them too, so. Poor Alfie. I'm sorry, bud. He's got a safe though. What's he got in the safe? Technical data. Alright, let's see what we got here. the elevator. That's another elevator. Okay. Clear out the rat infestation. Cool. That was easy. Is there anything in here that I might need? I'll take these. There was a workbench around here, wasn't there? Yeah, right here. Okay, let's go. Investigate the noise in the generator room. There's a bunch of rad roaches. Incorrect clearance level to perform this action. Do not attempt to perform action without the correct clearance level. Contact supervisor immediately. Manual reactor shutdown. Okay. Damn, they really said, haha, you fucking thought. You called me a moron. I don't appreciate that. Alright, let's do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alright, done and done. That shit was easy. Can I get it from a different way? Oh. I'm dumb.
How about some space, buddy? You're standing a little close there.
Shut up.
Welcome back.
All of those issues should be taken care of. What's next?
We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves.
Can you put in a good word for me with Overland?
Yeah.
Cool.
You should have arrived a few years. Hey there.
to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress... You're back. Nope.
I've dealt with all the requests.
Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important
Oh, my
matters,
back just cracked.
like dealing with the chaos going on. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them?
Nothing comes to
Looks
mind.
like I may have to check in with our custodian, Johnny, later. He usually hears a thing or two, though I'd much rather people come to me than have... Still, it can't... But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out.
So what's next on the list?
First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure I'll have more for...
Cool. What'd you give me?
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and you. What if we went back to surface? I miss how it
A
was.
V63 shock baton?
You know, screw condition. It's refreshing. Don't you be starting to change things.
Will you shut the fuck up, woman?
We got a system for this one.
Alright, let's talk to you
You
again.
reckon that's
Now that you've proven yourself useful, the emergency alert in the organic sector has been triggered. As I understand it, the lab's head researcher, Hilda Stoltz, headed there not too long ago. I believe you're acquainted.
We are.
It appears she's gotten herself into danger. It's unlikely she'd seek outside meddling if it wasn't something serious.
Okay, what should I do?
Get to the lab, assess the situation, and ensure Hilda returns here safely. If she's unwilling to return, convince her otherwise. She, and Mr. Stoltz for that matter, may believe her research takes priority over her safety. With her current numbers, that isn't a risk worth taking. With the tram tunnels collapsed, you should still be able to access organics from a cave nearby, used as a sort of ventilation system.
Gotcha.
If Hilda was able to make it there, I imagine you won't have too much. Be prepared for the worst.
Okay.
refreshing. Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system that did worse, damn it. These jump suits don't leave much room for discretion. Supplies are just stockpile from the supply lines. You know, for storms.
Let's see what's going on with Hilda. Alright. Let's go to the Shining Creek Caverns. The fuck is that? Ow! Fucking A, man. I gotta get my shit back. Mm-hmm. Market? Sweet, I got dinner too. Hmm. There really is a market. Wow. But there's nobody here. Oh, there is. Hello.
Late night shopping, eh? Have no fear, the store is never closed. What do you need?
Are you stuttering, buddy? What do you sell?
Oh, we have an eclectic assortment. Many traders used to pass through here, you see. Fewer now, but enough to keep our supplies stocked. We also have our own locally sourced maple syrup, made from the big tree here, crafted by yours truly, of course.
Did they program me with the stutter, buddy? Why is this place so deserted?
Well, once the weather went bad, we ran into a spot of bad luck. The whole region became quite the lightning hazard. Though we've been spared any direct hits, most of our camp thought it was time to move on, I suppose. Except me and Wesley, of course. And I'm sure James will be back any day now, with Miss Jewel.
Oh, no, Miss Jewel. Miss Jewel's dead.
James is our camp leader who stayed behind to keep the place going, while the others decided to leave. He eventually left to chase after Miss Jewel. They're something of an item, you see. Wesley and I are watching over the place till he returns with her. I'm certain he will be back any day now.
Jewel's dead. Can I tell him she's dead?
He's our mechanic who stayed back due for feeling a little under the weather. No worries, though. I keep him supplied with freshly boiled water. But between you and me, he's been a tad lazy for some time now. Sleeping in all day and not much for company. Also, my tune-up is way overdue now.
Can I tune you up?
Ask away.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta for now.
Let me see what you got, Murray.